let's look at the word comfort. It's the satisfying feeling of being mentally and physically free from pain. That a simple act of not responding to your wife or not communicating to your husband, and you're assuming that the person understood you, can also make you lose your marriage. Can also make you break your courtship. But do you know that, let me tell you, brethren, that some pains that we feel in our relationship and marriages today, we brought those pains on ourselves. Some pains that you see in relationships today, they are brought into the relationship because of who we are. The kind of mindset that we have, the attitudes that we display, the habits that we portray. The journey of marriage should not be the journey of ignorance. Ignorance will cost you. Probably the marriage, your home, or your life. People have died being ignorantly, in their marriage, staying there, not telling anybody what is happening. I read a story of someone that was heartbroken. And the person said, when they were in university, and the lady was in the university, but he was working. And he had to gather up all the money that he had. Little money like that. But because he believed in the relationship, because he trusted the lady, let me tell you, trust can be ruptured by betrayal. Ruptured. And you know when something ruptures, it goes into pieces. By just being betrayed, you have lost that person. And you know what? He used his money to take this lady through the school, through the university, year 1 to year 4. And then again, this lady was leading him on. We're going to marry. But I bet you, inside that lady, the lady knew that she wasn't going to marry this particular man. But she kept on taking that money, paying the school fees. And when she finished and graduated, right there, she started saying, I can't handle it. This relationship is not going the way we planned. I cannot be. It's better that we have a broken courtship than a broken marriage. Oh, kitakema. It is now that you have known that it's better to have a broken courtship after you have collected the man's money. Now, how won't certain things happen to you? Even if that man allows you to go, that man is heartbroken. So, whatever it is, let us go to Proverbs 26, verse 2. Where the Bible is talking about curses. And it said, like the sparrow in her wandering, like the swallow in her flying, so the curse without cause does not come and alight on the undeserving. So if you walk right, there's no how a curse will land on you. If you do the right thing, there's no how you inhabit any kind of curses. Because it says that curses do fly. They fly like the sparrow. They fly like the swallow. But it will never, it's describing the birds and their art of flying. But it will never land on you. Why? Because you do not deserve it. You have been living right. You kept your heart right. But this deception we see in relationship nowadays, you think you're going to escape. And some people will tell you we live in the time of grace. Whatever you do in your marriage, in your relationship, you're just shooting yourself on your legs. You're shooting yourself. You're digging a grave for that relationship to be buried. Why? Because you refuse to listen. You cause pain in people's hearts. Constant harassment of your partner by your mom and siblings. You're married to somebody. Every day you invite your siblings to speak and abuse rain down insults on your partner. Whether you be male or female, you invite them. And that is somebody's child. You forget that you yourself will have your child one day. And you forget the principle. This principle is not only a principle in life, in marriage, or in biblical terms, but it's also a principle in life. Whatsoever you sow, you shall reap. So why are you doing that evil to that lady or to that man? You invite your whole home, your siblings, your mother will come raining abuse. And mothers, when you have married and you have had your own children, then you now have your child having a family. Take your hands off. If you indeed prayed for that child and you trained the child well, why would you go and live the life for the child? Why will you go to that home to disturb your home and you say you're a mother-in-law? Which in-law is that? Which mother? Which mother are you? And some of our husbands, we allow that thing to happen. It's a shame. It's a shame.